morning. Good morning. It's Therapy Thursday, and I'm about to get us started. I got to get us started. DJ Glenn, continue to pray for him. He's going to be attending the service today. Wait a minute. He's going to be attending the service today, so we want to continue to lift up DJ Glenn. We want to lift up everybody who's going to be participating today. And I want to lift you guys up. I'm trying to get us started, so give me a second as we get started. Hold on. Just now. Okay. So I'm about to get us all started this morning. Invite a few people on. And this is Therapy Thursday. And with Therapy Thursday, I'm going to give us a little bit of music. On YouTube, it's going to be, before I do that, I want to do this first. Hold on a second. I could have sworn I just posted it on my page. I haven't posted it. God. I haven't posted it yet. I need to. So yeah, I'm going to be talking today about aging gracefully. Adding my wife, adding a few more people before I get started. Adding my kids. And a few of my cousins. And just getting us ready. Oh, a few more people in there. We're good. So yeah, about to get ready. Hey, Mark Khalil, good morning. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can't hear me? You might have to log out and log back in. Where's my volume? My volume is up. My volume is up.
Now I'm in the show. I was backstage.
Oh, okay. I was finna play your song, bro, to start us off. So I'm looking for your song. That's why I hadn't started yet. I was looking for your song.
What you gonna play? Born Again, or you gonna play I See You, or Hello Sunny Day, or Sunny Day?
Let me
Hello
play.
Sunny Day.
Yeah, let's play on Hello Sunny Day. I haven't heard that one in a while. It's on YouTube, right?
I'm getting ready to do all of them. Yep, I'm getting ready to do all of them over too.
You're gonna do all the songs over?
Yep, I'm gonna do them over because when I released it, it was years ago, and so much has changed, sound, signs, and everything. So I want to do Where There's a Will, There's a Way reimagined.
Okay.
So because the masses haven't heard it. So all the people who heard it before, they just gonna get a treat because they're gonna hear it in a whole nother light. For the people that never heard it, it's gonna be
seconds. Okay. You said
it's
so the
gonna be
ones
fresh.
who it's gonna be fresh?
It's gonna so for the people that heard it before, it's gonna be a refreshing, uh, new vibe for them. For the people that never heard it, it's just gonna be new. And so, yeah, man, I'm gonna redo it.
Hello, sunny day. So nice of you to come my way. Such a joy to see your smiling face. Let me be the first to tell you I've been missing you. And welcome you into my warm embrace. You set my heart so free. Everything to me. Oh, I know you better. My love promise me you'll always be my sunny day. My sunny day. What you gave my way.
Lord, you bright not my
Promise me you'll always be my sunny day. Sleep
sleep
early at night so I can dream of you. Anticipation fills my head with thoughts of being with you. Your morning smile glows off my window pane. Just a thought of being with you really warms my day. Yeah. You set my heart so free. You're everything to me. I just wanna know you. In my life forever. You'll always be my sunny day. My sunny day. I'm so glad.
Lord, you brighten up my day.
You'll always be my sunny day.
My sunny day, yeah.
Lord, you set my heart so
So
free.
free, yeah.
Lord, you
Lord, you everything to me.
You make my dreams
Make
come
my
true.
dreams come true.
When you bring your
When
sun,
you bring your sun, shine my way, my way.
I wanna know, yeah, my life forever. Promise me you'll always be.
Promise me you'll always be sunny day. My sunny day,
I just wanna know you better.
ever.
Oh, my sunny day. I'm so glad
I'm
you
so
came
glad
my
you came
way.
my way.
My sunny day. Always be you. My sunny in my life, and I love you, Lord. You'll always be. Yes, promise me you'll always be my sunny
Hey man, so what was you thinking about when you wrote that song, bro?
Sunny day, just God's love, his sunshine, his aura coming into my day. You know, it's like on one verse it says, I go to sleep early at night so I can dream of you. Um, just letting God know that I start my day and my nights off with him early, go to bed early at night so I can dream about his goodness, his mercy, his grace, so I can wake up and see the sun shining through the window. And that lets me know that I've been touched, been kissed by God, that, man, I get to see another sunny day. You know, just, it was just a love story between me and God, that for all that he does, and I think about him and all of that. So it was just, yeah, man, that's what it was about, really.
So what I was going to talk about today, because tomorrow I'll be 65, and
I'm trailing behind you. I'm coming up close, but I don't think
and
I'm gonna win that race.
you ain't gonna win. I'm like, when did that have anything to do with the point that you got older? Did you ever think about you being the age you are today? That's one of my questions to the men. Like, did you ever just sit down and say, I wonder what I'll be doing at 65? I wonder what I'll be doing at this age, that age? Did
Right.
you ever even consider that? Even at your current age, did you ever consider that age, period?
Man, you know, the trip part about it is that to be 59 is like, wow. You know, it seemed so far away back then, growing up, and 59 seemed really old. And you know, God is amazing, because I always prayed that I wanted to. There was a few things that I always prayed for, man, and I know, you know, you have not because you ask not. And so one of my prayers, or a few of my prayers, was always about, I wanted my grandmother to live long enough to be able to hold my children. She didn't get a chance to hold my daughter, but she held both of my sons. I always prayed to God that I wanted to be a grandfather. I want to live long enough to become a grandfather and to be able to watch my grandchildren grow up and possibly see their children. And God has granted me that, man. God, I'm you know, I got 3 beautiful grandchildren and a bonus granddaughter, so we got 4. And man, uh, to know that I'm knocking on 60's door in October is amazing, man. It's absolutely amazing. I've always prayed that I would become these things, but to actually be right here, right now, and the fact that we've seen so many of our friends and the people that we grew up with, P-Shack, that are no longer here with us, and we're
Right.
still here. And I'm talking about friends that were really close, that ones that live in your immediate neighborhood, who you saw every single morning, every single evening, every day. You know, y'all walked to school together, or you played together, or you were in their house on the AFX racing car track. Cause we didn't roll with Tyco. We didn't roll with Tyco. We had AFX. Um, and so
I don't know none of that mean, bro.
yeah, but to be growing up playing with our racing car sets and all of that kind of stuff like that, dirt bike riding, and most of those folks are no longer here. So God got a plan and a purpose, not only for your life, but for my life and all of us who are still here, who were born in the 60's. Um, and even the ones that were born in like 59 and 50, you know, 57, 58, 59. When were you born? In
61, 66, 61.
61? Okay, okay. So yeah, man, it is an absolute amazing thing, man. I it's hard to fathom it, you know, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I could say that I'm 59, and God willing, October 8th, I'll be 60. So yeah.
And it's totally amazing, man, because I can still remember my parents at 65. I can still remember one of my siblings turned 65, and I was like, whoa, 65 is a long ways away. But
Right.
now at 65, I look at some of my friends, the ones who are alive, like life. I don't know if life didn't treat them well, or they didn't treat life well, or they didn't take advantage of life. That
Right.
because I made a conscious decision at this point in my age, and it's only been like 5 years because I was like 283 pounds, and I was like, nah, I'm not going out. Going to the hospital and seeing people at the hospital and seeing people your age, overweight or sickly or diabetic,
Mm-hmm.
high blood pressure, all that stuff. I was like, and all you have to do is eliminate putting a spoon in your mouth. All you have to do is stop eating. All you got to do is fast and pray. I was reading an article and it was on YouTube. It was talking about Methuselah. He used to eat one day and fast 3 days. One day and fast 3 days. And I think he lived 949 years or something like that. But it's all because he didn't allow the food to get in his system. His body cleansed itself in 3 days. And then once it cleansed itself, he went back, he ate for one day, and then he fasted another 3 days. So anytime he ate anything, he fasted to get it out of his system. And if he did that way back then, the Bible tells us that these kind comes by fasting and praying. Now I didn't fasted numerous 40 days, numerous 28 days, numerous 21 days. And about to get ready to go on another fast after my birthday, after tomorrow. But I never imagined, or I didn't even think about, I never thought about being 65. Never thought about it. And then now you got to buy Medicare, A and B. And then that costs you like $200 a month. Then it's all this stuff that this system created so that you can't have regular medical. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
It's almost like we're living in an environment that figure out ways to pimp us. You know what I'm saying? When you're older, and then if you want a check, a Social Security check, that's barely enough to pay your car note. So after 65, you still got to work. So I'm just saying, I never imagined being 65. I didn't know what would come along with 65. And then I'm definitely grateful for being grandfather, great grandparents. Me and my wife still together after 45 years, 46 years. So, hey, man, if you age gracefully, and you take care of yourself and become a good steward. I was hanging out last week with my aunts. One of them, my aunts and uncles, one of them is 80, and him and his wife, they've been together 63 years. And then the other ones is 80 plus, and they've been together 60 years. And then my sister-in-law, she just will not tell you how old she is, but she is looking great. And they're my partners, so they all in the same group. And when I was telling them I was turning 65, they was laughing. They was like, boy, you know what we was doing at 65, boy.
Right.
Elijah Jordan. Yeah, they was like, boy, you know what we was doing at 65? Boy, you better go somewhere and sit down, boy. You young. And I'm like, what? That someone 80 can still call you boy and still say,
Right.
you young. And bro, they look good at 65. I mean, they look good at 80. My sister-in-law them just bought a brand new Porsche, the 4-door, and living in a house.
That's my vehicle.
I said, you bought a 4-door Porsche? He's like, yes, we did. I said, all right, I ain't mad at you. And then the other ones live up in Oakland Hills, taking care of their house. So age, it depends on how you take care of yourself. So yeah, tomorrow, man, 65 years old.
Right.
And
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I ain't on no medicine. I think I'm on vitamin D and vitamin B. That's it. Because I have D deficiency. But
How you doing?
I try to go out and walk and do all that stuff. But with vitamin D, I'm taking like 50,000 grams of vitamin D. Is that what that is? What is this?
Morning.
50,000.
Good morning.
Vitamin D's, 50,000, whatever. And then 1,000 grams of vitamin B. But at the end of the day, I never imagined. I never even thought about being 65. Never. Just living my life, just enjoying my life, just thanking God for another day. And I still got friends or associates who's 65 years old, still smoking, still drinking, still partying, still like, bro, at some point, you got to be papa, or you got to be grandpa, or you got to be, you got to change your role and be there for your grandkids. You didn't live your life. You didn't enjoy your life. You didn't have a good time. So let the next generation enjoy their life and be there as a support system for the next generation. I would have never imagined by the time I was 65, man, Ned already had a book out on, and I'm about to write another book because I just did 19 pages of my memoir. But 65? Woo! Thanking God. You know, my buddy was telling me sometime when you get a little older, you go to sleep, and the next morning you wake up, there'd be some stuff going on in your body. You'd be like, where'd that come from? But I'm learning, and I'm thankful, and I'm grateful for the milestone, 65 years old. So tomorrow morning when I wake up, bam, June the 6th, 2026. So born 6/6/61, I'm going to enjoy being 65. And I enjoy being 64. I enjoy my life. I am happy all the time. I tell people I don't have a complaint in the world. Like realistically, I don't have no complaints. I got a lot I could complain about, but I don't, because I got the activities and use of my limbs. I got the blood running warm in my vein. I got eyes to see, ears to hear, mouth to talk, and nose to breathe. I got a roof over my head, clothes on my back, shoes on my feet. I got transportation. I didn't get no bad news this morning. Last night wasn't my last night. You know what I'm saying? I didn't wake up incarcerated, and I'm praying for those who are incarcerated. I didn't wake up homeless, and I'm praying for the homeless. I didn't wake up in any pain or anything like that. And every now and then I get a little bit, but I am so thankful that in less than 24 hours, and it's way less than 24 hours, you know, I'll be 65 years old. So I want to talk to the people. Good morning. I want to talk to the people who, at the current age they are at, what are they doing different? Like people, well, how do you know God is real? Because he healed me. How do you know God is real? Because he healed my wife. How do you know God is real? Because my son was flipping in the car and I prayed and that car landed correctly and he was outside that car healthy. How do you know God is real? Because I had two sons who were shot and they're good. So I know him as a healer. How do you know him? I know him as a way maker. I know him as a mind regulator when my mind was whacked out when Alex passed away. I know him as a very present help in the time of trouble. So I know, you know, people, oh, you shouldn't believe in religion. You shouldn't believe in the white man religion, this, that. Listen, I don't believe in religion. I believe in relationships. And I have a relationship with my creator. So the God that created me in his image, how he imagined me to be, and in his likeness, how he liked for me to be, who died on the cross for my sins at the age of 65, in a couple of hours, I can say that I was once young and now I'm old, and I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor have I seen his seed bake bread. Now the Bible says we will have the poor among us always. So there's always going to be, and I'm not talking financially, I'm talking mentally, I'm talking emotionally. You will always have people who think poor, people who dwell on being poor, people who love being poor. You know, certain communities.
Right, because it could be spiritually, mentally, emotionally,
Yeah.
physically poor.
You go to certain communities, oh man, they celebrate being poor. They celebrate hanging out on the corner. They celebrate drinking and smoking and cussing and acting a fool. But bro, we at an age now. You said in a few months you'll be 60. I wouldn't have never imagined even being 65. But if somebody
Right.
looked at you, they'll never think you would be 60.
At all.
You
At
know what I'm
all.
saying? So
At
I'm
all.
at what point have you
That's very, very
uh
loud. You
became
already got it,
at what point do you
Thank you.
recognize,
You too.
wow,
right?
this is a aha moment. You know what I'm saying? At what point does that becomes an aha moment? That when your birthday come around or the day you was born come around, at what point do you look at it as wow, this is big. This is big. So 65 tomorrow, y'all. And I came on Therapy Thursday to tell you, yes, I've been through a lot. Yes, Therapy Thursday has been a keeper, has been a waymaker, has been a mind regulator, has been a heart fixer, has been a very present help
Uh-huh.
in the time of trouble. So I'm excited about being 65. I don't know about nobody
And
else.
as you should. As you should. Man. Because what's the alternative?
Death.
Right. You
Death.
know, I mean, we all got it. Listen, we all got that divine appointment. It,
Right.
it's no, it's no getting around that. But when you can live and have your senses and your being and still be here and have the use of your limbs and you can breathe, you can, and you can enjoy life. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? You can, and you're enjoying it and you're not all sick. You're not all sick. You're not going through anything major, nothing that's too hard for God to handle. And then you live your life accordingly.
Right.
You know, you're not out here drinking and 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 uh and acting a fool. You're not all out here partying and doing things. Now it's okay for people to enjoy life. If you want to have a glass of wine or something every now and then, or what I mean, whatever. Because as my grandmother used to say, you can't pick a shade tree for nobody to sit under. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to pick their own shade tree that they want to sit under. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, if somebody want to have a drink, then that's them.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If somebody want to eat meat, that's them.
Right. Right. I'm not knocking
you
you. Go
know,
ahead. Enjoy
right?
yourself.
Right. Period. Point blank. But for those who don't want to do it, then you don't do it, and you just enjoy your life the way you need to enjoy it. But you got to make sure that you're doing it so that you can preserve yourself. So
Right.
that you can preserve yourself. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody looking at you saying, uh, 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 well, he looked like he's 65 or 70 years old. Man, listen, I was at a graduation party this weekend
Okay.
across the street from across the street, my neighbor's house. Their daughter graduated from high school last night, so they had the party on Saturday. I'm sitting there talking to this man at the party, and he's talking about, pools and remodeling the houses and all that kind of stuff like that. And I'm sitting there talking to him along with my neighbor, and he was talking about, yeah, when I used to be on the police force and, this, and that. And I'm just sitting there looking at him, and I'm saying, woo, he didn't live because he look old. Because he looks old. Like, right? And he talking. So I'm like, okay, this old man deserve all the stuff that he talking about. Like he didn't, uh, he retired and he doing this, him and his wife. And then he says, and as God is my witness, then he says, I used to be able to do all that, and then we started talking about body pain and being able to to run and all that kind of stuff like that, and can't run anymore. And people don't realize when they run a lot, like serious runners, that they hate to hear that they can't run anymore. All this stuff. So we talking, and he was like, "Yeah, I can't do that anymore. So I had to buy me an elliptical and all this." And he said, then he broke out and said, "So man, who'd have thought I'd never be running again at 64?" When he said 64, I looked at him. I was like, "Boy, I thought you was 79." Boy,
Not
boy,
75, bro. He couldn't look.
yeah, I don't know where I got 79 from, but yeah, I thought he was 79, bro. I thought he was 79, 80 years old. I thought he was an old dude. I thought he was an old dude. So obviously, he had one too many drinks or something.
Is that what? And if he would have found out, did he know you was gonna be 60?
No, and I started to say something like, "Man, you 64?" I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, man, I'm 59, I'll be 60 in a few months." I wanted to say that, but then he would have known that I was like, "Dang."
But I'm saying at the end of the day, bro, you got to really look at it because I was talking to somebody who don't have melon, like we have melon, and
Uh-huh.
and he was like, "Yeah, so how old are you?" And I was like, "That was a weird question." And he was like, "Yeah, man, you got great skin and you got this, and that." And I'm looking like, "What are you talking about?" And then he said, "Well, how old are you?" I said, "Oh, next week I'll be 65." He said, "No way in the world. No way in the world.
Hey,
You're
hey,
young."
bro.
He said, "I'm younger than you." And I just shut up. That's it. I didn't even know what to say. Like, you're younger than me. Like,
Hey, bro,
I
that's
really wanted to
amazing.
say, how much younger are you than me? But I just said, all right, bro. Just left it at that. Because God, even all the stuff that society puts on us, He allows us to age gracefully. He allow us to age with our skin still looking good. And when people see 60, 70, 80-year-old people with melon, people are shocked. They're
No,
shocked.
absolutely. No,
They can't
absolutely,
believe it.
bro. And that's funny that you said, that's funny that you were saying someone that doesn't have the melanin. Because yeah, that's who I was talking to too.
Right. So
That
imagine if you would have just told the people you rode a bike 60 miles. Come on, bro.
yeah,
30 miles up, 30 miles back. The people probably would have had a heart attack. They
man,
think
but
you,
that's
they think you and your wife over there are super young, and they're thinking. Even in my community, people are looking at us like, "Yeah, they sure is young with all them kids." Bro, we ain't young. We young at heart, and we enjoying it. And that's the thing, bro. We at an age now where we got to understand relationships, even with family members. We got to realize that there's some family members. They live in their own world. They make up stories that ain't true. I was telling a nephew of mine, he was telling me some stuff some family members said. I said, "Bro, that's a reflection of them. I don't have nothing to do with that." And I said, "The truth of the matter is, none of those people even know me because I left home at 18. And they ain't
uh-huh.
never visit my house. They ain't never ate dinner at my table. They don't even know where I live. They barely know my children. My kids ain't never kicked it over there and hung out with them." I said, "So the stories that they're telling is stories that they made up to make them feel comfortable." And he said, "Well, you're not mad?" I said, "No, they have to talk about me because when they talk about themselves, nobody listens. So when they talk about me, they get other people who don't like me because they don't know nothing about me. And they all join in and they make up these stories that ain't even true." You know, I told one time my sister called me. She told me some stuff somebody said. I said, "Listen, I had just sold my house." I said, "I got $10,000. Ask them to show proof of the story that they're telling, and they can have this $10,000." never called me back. That's because it was all a lie. Because people love lying on you when we all share the same time. We all share 24 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? And what you choose to do with your 24 hours versus what I do with my 24 hours has nothing to do with me, what you're doing. So I'm just enjoying my life. I really, 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 really love my life. And there was a time in my life I didn't like my life. I didn't like myself. I was overweight. I was stressed out. I was going through a whole bunch of stuff. And I didn't like myself. But once I started liking myself and appreciating myself and respecting myself and be kind to myself and forgave myself and apologized to myself, I really, really love my life.
Right. Absolutely.
So at
Absolutely.
65, bro, I'm excited, bro.
No, and you should, man. And I like, man, because it's a blessing, it's a milestone. And I know some people say, man, there's a lot of people 65. But listen, a lot of people don't know where you come from. A
Right.
lot of people don't, you know what I'm saying? When you grow up in the streets of Oakland, in the community of Oakland, California, and in the surrounding areas, to be alive and well and be with your family and all that kind of stuff like that, God has blessed you immensely, man, because how many of our peers growing up throughout Oakland, man, I done been to more funerals than I've gone to weddings.
You preaching, bro. I didn't been to so many funerals, bro. I just had to take a break.
Yeah. When
Uh,
you've gone to that many funerals and not weddings, man, I can't even count how many funerals I've gone to. Matter of fact, when I look at it, and this is crazy, we have a drawer in the kitchen.
Full of obituaries.
The drawer is full, bro. I'm talking like, and when you walk and when you go through it, like say like the last funeral I went to, you put it in the drawer, and when you sit there, you be like, hold on, and you look at a few, you be like, oh,
Right.
dang,
Right.
dang. You be like, dang, Malik, dang, such and such, dang, Sherry. Oh man, I forgot about Aunt such and such.
Right.
Man, and I'm telling the drawer, like you said, thick. Like
Yes.
it's a drawer. It's a drawer
A
that's
big
about, I
drawer.
don't know if you could, yes, a drawer that's this wide. It's probably like this wide, and then
It's
it's a
full.
long drawer and it's full. It's a kitchen. It's one of the kitchen drawers.
Right. Right.
Man,
Yeah, man. I look at I look at so many obituaries and I'm like, bro, this person don't even and imagine the time you had with that person, your personal
right,
time you had with that person. And now that person's gone. That person's not even there. I look at my mom's, my dad's, 7 of my siblings, all gone. That we used to laugh, we used to talk, we used to argue, we used to go through all kinds of stuff. Good morning, Raquel. And those people are gone.
right,
They're never coming back. And those people my mom was part of my life 52 years. I think my dad was part of my life 50 years. And my siblings was part of my life. And they are gone.
but
And
wait a
then
minute. Your mother passed when you was what, 50 something?
52, 13 years ago.
Wow.
So I was
Yeah.
52. So my mom was in my life for 52 years, which is kind of good to have a mother in your life for 52 years when you got 13 siblings. So that means
Yeah.
in my brother's life, she was in my brother's life, what? He was 21 years older than me. He was 73 when his mom passed, when my mom passed. So my siblings above me had their mother the majority of their life,
Right.
which was
Right.
crazy because she passed at 88. And the same thing with our father. They had their father longer because I'm on me, Fisher, Michael. Me, Michael, and Fisher's on the last three. But those, they had their parents in their lives 50, 60, 70, almost 80 years.
Right. That's a trip. So Jelani's 30, about to be 33. So he's like, man, he didn't, man, if we keep on living, well, because Mickey already 60. So, you know, man.
Yeah, and that's the same thing with Net, bro, because she's 66. And, bro, that is crazy that we don't realize how important life is. Man, life is important, bro. Can you imagine having somebody in your life all those years and then one day they just not there? They're just gone. They're not there no more. You know, I had somebody inbox me something crazy, the same thing that happened with Elijah. And I realized, I said, you know what? Some people ain't got nothing better to do but be drama kings and queens. And I get it. Their lives are miserable and they want other people to be miserable along with them. And when you're not miserable with other people, people get mad because you're not miserable.
Right.
People get mad. You would be shocked to know that people get mad because you're happy. People do not like happy people.
Man, so many people that don't like for you to be in a good space. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, they make up a story about you.
Yeah, bro. That's why my circle is not even that big.
Right.
It ain't that big, you know, and I love people, man. I like being around people. I like going to gatherings and all that kind of stuff like that, but I don't even really hang out like that no more. And none of that.
Bro, it's me and I don't even hang out. It's just me and my crew. If I don't fly to Cali and go to an event or go to a church event, or my wife want to take me to a comedy show tomorrow night, other than that, I'm not hanging out with nobody. I'm hanging out with my shorties, my grandkids,
Right.
joking with them. But it's amazing how many friends we lost, how many associates we lost, and then how many people are living in these times. Because these ain't no easy times to be living in. And miserable, bro. Angry. I seen somebody at the pump, bro. It's almost like they was cussing out the gas pump. You need gas. Buy it. Cussing
I mean, but in their defense, I mean, it's ridiculous.
It is.
It's ridiculous. I mean, and if somebody was cussing out the gas pump out there where you live, then
no, I was in Cali. I was in Cali.
Oh, I was gonna say they really tripping because y'all gas is super low compared to us. Right. You know, we got places where the gas is $7.50, man. Out here.
I was in San Francisco because I filled up in San Leandro, but that one exit before the airport, if I wouldn't be charged, you know, I always go fill up right there. If I can, it'll probably be like $10, $15. For the rental car company won't charge you nothing crazy.
Right.
So the person was mad at the pump. Like mad. I'm like, maybe you need to go buy an electric car. But then having an electric car, you pay $200 extra for your tax.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but $200 extra is easy when you figure, like, for me to fill up my van, when gas was somewhat decent, it might be 70 some dollars.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But now it's 100 and something. So you figure I would rather pay that, depending on where the needle is and what gas station, because if I'm driving to LA and I'm on Highway 5, it's like it's like you gotta get some gas out there, and you're subjected to those higher prices because they know the people are traveling on Highway 5 or 99 going to LA, and there's no other gas station for the next 30 miles.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So they can easily say 689, 702, 750 a gallon, and you gotta pay it.
Yeah, you gotta pay
You
it.
gotta pay it. So it all depends on where your needle is. If your needle is on low, then I might be like 125, 130 versus 70. So
Wow.
you seeing that? So I'm almost um double that. You know what I'm almost.
So
I'm almost at
it's almost
150.
it's almost shut up and pay that extra $200 a year, huh?
That
For,
yeah, $200 a year. Cause if I'm driving, which I'm doing right now, um, by the time I go to 2 or 3 stops or whatever, it's like I don't like to let it go past half now. So I'm gonna end up putting, and even at half where I'm at right now, depending on what gas station I'm at, I'm gonna end up putting about 60 in there,
wow.
bro. So 60, and then if I have to dip to the bay to go do something, I'm gonna put the 60 in there. But by the time I drive from the Sacramento area down to Oakland, San Francisco, do a couple deliveries, I'm gonna have to fill up again before I even come back towards the house. So that's another $60 or $70,
So
or
that's
depending on
$100 out of your money you just made.
right. Absolutely,
Wow.
absolutely. You know what
Man,
I'm saying? And sometimes I have to fill up like 2 to 3 times in a day,
wow.
or to top it off, I would say. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't let it get down to E. So, but I top it off because I know if I let it get down to a quarter of a tank or something like that, depending on where I am, I'll put $80, $90 in there, and I'm gonna have to do that a few times in a day. So nah, man, I can't let my tank get that low.
Well, and but the blessing is God has made provision so you can afford to let your tank not get that low. But then there'll be people who mad at you because you own your own business. And they don't realize just buying gas a day might cost you a couple $100.
Absolutely,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Oh, but he got this business and he think he better than everybody. Bro, you don't know what it takes. If I gotta pay $100 every single day, $100 to $200 a day, that's $1,000 a week that's coming out of what I'm making that week.
Right.
So, like I said, there are people who are miserable because God has blessed you. And that's the thing that people don't understand. You don't understand God's blessing, but whatever you pray for come with stuff, come with consequences. You pray
Right.
to be an entrepreneur, now it's gonna cost you $1,000 a week to be an entrepreneur. You pray for a big home, it's gonna cost you money to maintain that home. It's gonna cost you all of that. So people who are tripping don't understand what comes along with what they're tripping on. Like I look at people with mansions. I do not envy people who own mansions under no circumstances. You got to pay gardeners. You got to pay housekeepers. You got to pay, people to maintain besides the housekeepers. You got to pay all kind of people just to maintain living in a mansion. I live in
Right.
my house and it's a lot of work and a lot of stuff that needs to be done. So I'm learning whatever God bless you with, you got to be thankful and grateful for that and know that there's stuff that comes along with that. So if I'm praying for an electric car, I'm going to pay $200 extra a year for the tags. I'm going to, and we got 3 of them. So that's $600 extra a year that we're going to be paying. But I'm learning how to be grateful and thankful for whatever. My wife and kids, my daughter loves people delivering her grocery at the house. My wife's like, nope, I'm not spending no extra money for nobody to deliver my grocery. I'm going to the store. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I like going. That's the joy about living, man. You're not gonna put me in a box in a shell because that's excuse me, because that's what they want us to do. That the whole pandemic and everything was a social experiment that
Right.
they did on us. Trying to see how many people would actually stay in the house? How many people would just become a recluse? How many people would really go for um, buying everything online and having it delivered and all of that? And so,
Right?
okay, yeah, for sure. And so, now you have people who don't go out.
Yeah,
They're
I know
afraid.
some people who don't go
it,
out.
it, it's people that are really seriously still afraid of um uh, of going out. Um, hold on for a second. Let me hold on for a second.
Yeah. So we're talking about
Uh,
people who are afraid to go outside and get delivery service for their groceries, delivery service for
Yeah,
their
yeah,
clothing. Go ahead.
yeah. So there are people that are really seriously still afraid to go out and do anything. You know what I'm saying? They will not go out. They order their food, they grocery shopping, clothes and stuff like that. If they go out, they still you see them driving in a car by themselves with a mask on.
Yeah.
It's like why are you in a car by yourself with a mask on by yourself? I mean, so no, man, you have to live. You have to live, man. God has blessed us where we can go out, we can enjoy each other. Man, what people fail to realize, people don't even want to do the little things. You got to be willing to do the little things that God has blessed us with. Look at all these beautiful beaches. Look at all these beautiful parks. Look at places that you can go hiking in nature. Go ride your bike along the coastline. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things that you could do that don't even cost you no money. It's just you getting out there with your family, your friends, your kids, your wife, and you're enjoying life. Stop having to do so many things that you feel like you stressed about, and I don't have the money to do that. I don't have the money to do this. I don't have. Man, listen. Get out here and enjoy your life. Do the simple stuff, man. Hey, man. So social media got so many people psyched out like you got to be on some kind of. First of all, when it says set your location, like say like you post a picture, right?
Right, right.
And it says where you are, you could put you in San Tropez if you want to, knowing you not in no doggone San Tropez. And that's what most people be doing. They be sitting out by a pool at a hotel around the corner from their house talking about they in San Tropez. You ain't in no San Tropez. Quit playing. Quit playing.
What? Hey, but in their mind, that's probably their happy place. You know, my
No,
happy
well,
place
for
is
some,
Australia.
for some, for
Yeah, my
some.
happy place is Australia. So at night, when I'm listening to the ocean, some nights I really feel like I'm in Australia on the Gold Coast. That just helps me rest.
But
And
see,
my
that's different. You're not posting that.
oh
You're
no,
not
no, I'm
you're
definitely
not
not.
living you're not living a facade.
Yeah,
You're not posting that. That's what you do to just relax your mind. You know,
right.
when you listen to different waters and sounds and birds chirping and all that kind of stuff like that. We're talking about people who front like they're all over the place and doing this and now that. And they're building up their social media and they're doing whatever they do. And then what happens is you or myself or somebody else slide through they not like you go to their page because when you're on social media different things pop up you see you be like
Right, right, right.
oh they kicking it. Oh man, I want to go to Australia. Ooh, I want to go to San Tropez. Ooh, I want to go to Belize. Ooh, boy, you at Alameda Beach. Boy, you ain't at so and some but then some people are in those places. I'm not just saying, but my point is you can set your location to wherever you want to on social media. And
Right.
so uh, that builds up the facade as if you're doing these things and it makes other people feel like they got to strive for these things and the only way they could live and do their life the way they need to do it is if they're posting stuff about where they are and what they're doing, when again you don't have to stress yourself out trying to keep up with anybody or do anything because you can enjoy what God has given you for free.
And bro, like I said, your blinker on too. But at the age of
Yeah.
65, starting tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? I'm just enjoying life, man. And I know Donald joined us and we have Anthony Lewis on, but Donald, I have a question. When the age that you are right now, did you ever have have you ever imagined being that age when you was younger? Did you imagine all the stuff you've been through, all the stuff you're going through? You're, I don't know your age, but at your current age, how do you feel about your current age? And did you ever?
Man,
Yeah,
I'm 55 years old, and
you're a youngster. Amar, you own him.
um, and you know, everybody always say, man, when you get out of when you make it out of Gary, Indiana, you've done something, and it ain't what I've done; it's just what the Lord has done. Because I can tell you, there's been a lot of times where stuff have happened, and where nobody but God protected me, and so. No, man, I can't imagine being the age I am, and perfectly God got another 30 years in me. So,
Man, absolutely.
but
Absolutely.
yeah, it's a blessing, man, because I got a lot of friends that I grew up with that didn't make it. So,
So we was talking about Oakland because we're both from Oakland, and Amar said he has a drawer. I think I got a cabinet outside full of obituaries. What about how many friends can you even think about some of the people who have passed away that's no longer in your life that y'all had great relationships with?
oh, absolutely, I got a lot of them, but you know, and family members I grew up with, and man, but that's where you thank God for His mercy and His grace. I don't keep. I mean, I probably got a few obituaries. Like I got my daughter and granddaughters. I got my dad somewhere, my pops, and then my first wife. And maybe that might be it. That might be. Oh, and my best friend Troy. I got his,
Oh, okay.
but I didn't keep. I don't know, man. I'm at that point where I just try to remember people for the good times and stuff. Of course, I'll keep my mom prayerfully. So, but man, my mom used to say something to us as kids, and I used to be like, man, that show is a crude thing to say, but she used to always say, I hope, I hope you guys bury me. And I used to be like, man, that's some crude stuff to say. You hope we bury you. But then as you get older and you have kids,
Right, right.
that's your hope. You hope your kids bury you. Because that means you live long, your kids live longer than you. And I used to didn't understand that phrase. It used to be a weird phrase to me, but then I'd be like, man, when I had kids and when I lost my daughter and my granddaughter, it made sense what my mom would always say.
Right.
And
So
she didn't always say it, but she would say it enough to be like, man, I hope y'all bury me.
yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, and the reason I'm saying that because tomorrow I'll be like 65, and I never even imagined being 65.
Oh,
Never.
that's it. 65, that's all. Ah,
That's
hey,
it. Hey,
you a
no,
youngster.
I was telling everybody I was hanging out with my aunties and uncles, and they all 80 or 80 plus, and they like, boy, when we was doing it at 65, and I'm like, what? Like, wow, they 80, bro, and they still enjoying life. I was telling one of my brother-in-laws just bought him a Porsche, a four-door Porsche at 80. Like he said, he's maintaining his yard, keeping his lawn care and taking care of his home and all that at 80. I'm like, whoa, because my wife worked with people with dementia, and the majority of the people in the place where she at, and I'm not knocking anybody, I'm just saying, but it's I think it's only one or two people with melon in there. Everybody else who got dementia and we get some people get dementia with melon, but the majority of people in there just don't have melon. I'm just saying. So God has been good to us. I don't care how the world treat us. I don't care what everybody else do, but every single morning I wake up with brand new grace, brand new mercy. my health, my strength, activities, and use of my limbs. Last night wasn't my last night. I'm praying for the homeless. I'm praying for the ones incarcerated, praying for the less fortunate. But I'm thanking God every single day. And now I'll be 65. Whoa. Something funny. My son was telling me that his friend mom was born. I think he said his friend mom was born in 2000. And he said, "Oh, my daddy was born in the 1900s." I said, "Your friend mama was born in the 2000s?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Whoa, that's crazy that you have a friend whose mom was born in the 2000s." And he said, "Yeah, I told him my dad was born in the 1900s." So I'm glad.
Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday, youngster.
Hey, bro, I'm excited, bro. I'm going to take me a walk. Enjoy this sun because I'm going to enjoy this melon. Let this melon get some vitamin D, some extra vitamin D, and vitamin B by walking outside, by enjoying life. But that's what we're talking about today, man. How appreciative are you for the age you are right now? What level of appreciation do you have for the age you are right now? Did you even imagine being that age? Did that even ever cross your mind when you was young? Did you ever think about being 55? Did you ever think about being 59? Did you ever think about being 65? You know, I think Anthony Lewis is traveling, but did you ever think about any of that? You know, I never thought about it. And it was in January, and I was like, whoa, in 6 months, I'll be 65. Now, tomorrow, I'll be 65. But I never thought about what comes along with that age bracket. I mean, I understand I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a grandfather, I'm a great grandfather, I'm an uncle, I'm a great uncle, I'm a great great uncle. But, you know, didn't realize a lot of my friends wasn't going to be around. There's a lot of people that's gone on. You know, your friendship, your circle gets smaller the older you get. So I'm just saying, 65 to me is a great age. I'm excited. I'm just having a great time. So that was my question to Amar. That's my question to Anthony Lewis. That's my question to you, Donald. Did you think ever to just sit back one day playing hoop, teenager, one day I'll be 55? Amar, would you ever thought about one day I'll be 59 and a grandfather?
I never thought about it at all. I never even gave it any thought.
So what's your age right now?
50. You gonna make me even say I don't even know. 50.
That I don't know.
I don't know. Hold on. Let me do the math. Hold on. I was born in 72. Hold on.
You was born
2026.
11 years after me, so you 54.
No, I'll be 54 this year in September.
Okay. Yeah, so
Hey, don't feel bad. Last year, you love this. So me and my head coach was arguing. We sitting up here, because my head coach is 57 now. But we were arguing about my age, and he was like, "Man, you 54." I was like, "Man, I'm 53, and don't be trying to add no years to my age." And we argued for about 10 minutes about my age, and I came home. I said, "Babe, you gonna laugh." She's like, "What?" I was like, "Me and Coach Jeter are arguing about my age." She's like, "Well, how old did he say you was?" I said, 54. He said, "How old did you say you was?" I said, 53. She's like, "Babe, you're gonna have to go back and apologize to Coach." Hey man, I just forgot. Shoot, man. You know what though? There's some other things too when you think about, like, my mom is still alive, and
that's
you
good.
know, my pops passed away. Both pops, because I had a stepfather that was really my pops, and then I met my real dad when I was 25. But I didn't think that my mom would make this age because her mom died in her. I think my grandmother was 59 when she passed because of heart stuff, and my mom rolling in at 70, 70. What's that, 73? So it's a blessing also to have those people around that you didn't think they might not make it because of health and stuff of that nature, man. So it's a,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
it's a it's a blessing all the way around. And you know, you really, I think, I think you. I know this sounds crazy, probably to some, but I think you appreciate life even more when you lose people really close to you. And it truly takes a meaning. When my daughter and granddaughter got killed in a car accident, I was at that was the point where I go, man, you really got to be thankful for every day because you just don't know.
Right.
Right.
And so just, man, I'm truly thankful for every day. And
And
Oakland,
and the blessing
living
is
like
that you still got your mind, you in your right mind about that.
That
Because
part.
some people never come back from that type of tragedy in their life, losing a child, man. Um, my wife and I didn't mean to cut you off, brother Don.
no, you good, you good.
My I know for a fact, and I pray that it never ever happens. As you said, when your mother would say, "I pray that you bury me, and I never have to bury you." I my wife loves our kids like so much. I mean, to the 20th power, you know. Um, if something was to happen, man, it would take the army of God, his angels, the old prophets. It would take everybody to do something with her, to her, and for her, mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally, to get her up out of blue funk, man. I don't even know. I don't even know how. And I pray that never happens. So, man, for you to be able to talk about it now, and for you to be able, and God has gotten you through that, man, that's a blessing within itself, man. And so, um, may God continue to cover and keep you, bro, because I know that's deep. That's deep.
You know, and Pastor Chad can attest to this.
Right.
Um, I've had so much loss, man. Like, I've lost a wife, I've lost best friends, and I don't know. God is, I shouldn't say, I don't know if I've become numb to it, but I just, I can talk about my daughter and my granddaughter and be good. Like, it's hard sometimes for my wife to still do it. And I think my twins got to that point where they can talk about their sister and their niece. But man, I think I've gotten to a point where I just appreciate the good times that I had with them. And
Hmm.
I think that's what keep me in. And it's truly, you really don't know how somebody else deal with grief. And
Right.
that's really, but I thank God for giving me the strength to be able to have dealt with it the way I've dealt with it, and that I'm able to bless somebody else that may go through this. I'll be able to help them if I'm close to them, or even if I don't know them and something happens, and I'll be a lot of times things happen in your life, and it's not for you; it's for you to help somebody else.
Correct.
And I think sometimes we miss that, and I think we miss our blessings sometimes because a lot of times our blessing is in our trial.
That's
And
true.
so, I mean, I think, and I know Shaq done had a lot of loss, and Shaq been there with me through a lot of my loss. And it just helps to be able to process it. And, I got people in my life, Pastor Shaq know how close me and Wood is. That's like my little brother that I can process stuff with, because after I lost my dad, that was hard for me because he was the one person who can be like, nah, son, your wife is right. You're a prick. You know what I mean? And nobody else could do that. But now I have people that can do that for me. My boy Wood, who think he your daddy sometimes, but uh, it's just, man, it's, not only are you so thankful. I don't know about you guys, but it puts going through that loss. 55 feels that much better for me, if that makes sense.
No, it definitely. And you should be an overcomer. In the Bible, it talks about it, and you're an overcomer because your tests become your testimony. And everybody don't get through it. That's all I'm saying. You like Amar said, like Anthony Lewis said it. If you can be an overcomer and you can help other people make it through, then you're doing an excellent job. I know I watch Amar training his daughter. Like, whoa, the father is just as competitive as the daughter, and he's 59. I see Anthony looking out for his sons. His son just graduated from college, and now he's going on to do other stuff. And just for us to be the men, a lot of times people don't realize that a lot of melon men are in their kids' life, like more than everybody else. A lot of people just out here working, trying to make some money. And then after you make all that money, what you gonna do with it? Oh, I'm doing it for the kids. No, you're not. You're doing it for yourself. Because if you're doing it for the kids, you'll spend some time with the kids and enjoy the kids. But if you're just doing it just to be doing it, come on, man. Let's quit playing out here. So I'm excited. I don't know if you had finished what you was about to say, Anthony. Did you get a chance to finish what you was trying to say? And finding out that you was 54 or 53? AL?
No, I don't. I just don't give it no thought on a day. I don't think about it. I think my day is consumed with day by day, versus thinking about year. What year I end in my age. And plus, I see myself every day. I don't look. When I see people who look 54, I don't look nowhere. The young girl in Home Depot the other day, she she was she was young, like in her 20s maybe, and she just kept throwing themselves. And I kind of wanted to say, man, I got children older than you,
Right.
but I don't know.
Man, she wasn't trying to
I
get
just
at you, partner. She wasn't trying to get at you. Stop all
no.
that. No,
Hey,
I'm just
okay, well
messing
I'm gonna
with
go
you,
ahead and
man.
say it. I'm hey, my
AL, you still catching out there,
too
bro?
many. Hey, what did they say? She gave me too many like too many. Like I'm like, oh, hold on. I could take that one or two ways. You just a complimentary person, or you don't nobody say, what she was saying to nobody. But I just rubbed it off. I'm not there for that. I'm there. Give me my order. I gotta go. Gotta go.
Hey, she
Gotta
thought
go.
Right.
No, but
she thought you was a young king, huh?
yeah, man, nuh-uh. But anyway, I mean, and down the treadmill. It was his turn on the prayer line. Told him to put his shirt back on at his concert.
Yeah, bro.
So
And
yeah,
and
man, we
and Amar looks super young, and maybe because he performed a lot, but he looks super young for his age. I mean, I don't know what you're supposed to look at 59, but he's taking great care of himself. Anybody who can ride a bike 60 miles is taking excellent care of themselves. I ain't trying to ride a bike more than 5 miles, bro.
yeah, no, man. You know what? It's just about appreciation of life, man. Being a good steward over each and every day that God gives us, and
Right.
that's what it boils down to. It boils down to
Yeah.
being that good steward, over what we got. And you know what? And in actuality,
You broke up, AL.
the
Yeah,
action you
you
take care of this. Oh, Because you driving around, I know Amar sees it. I see it a lot, especially when you pull them to the Home Depots or something. A lot of these cats, man. I'm like, I had seen one the other day. And I said, man, what what did you go through in life that just made you want to just give up and just have your belly touch your, what makes you give up at
Right.
that point? And I'm certain a lot of people can't have, like you were just talking to Coach, the daughter and granddaughter, and a lot of people do let go, and don't have that support system, and they kind of their body takes a toll. Don't be 5'2" and 290 pounds, or
Hey,
5'5", because
bro, that's funny because my UPS delivery person, I'm like, MacArthur had told us one time that they deliver over 100 and some packages a day. And I'm looking at this dude as hot as it is. I'm like, bro, you'll have a heart attack out here if you don't take care of yourself. So I couldn't imagine somebody owning their own business not taking care of their health.
It happens, bro. It happens, regardless if they own their own business or not. It happens. People let life weigh on them, man, and you have to make a conscious decision yourself about everything in your life, man.
Right,
as,
right.
as Brother Don was talking about the people that he lost and stuff like that. Well, we talked about it before he got on. I've been to more funerals than I've gone to weddings
Yeah.
in my life. When we talk about death, man, I lost someone early on, man. That it literally crushed me, man, for a long time, and I was really hurt by that. My best friend, and I mean, we did everything together, man. Double dates and worked at the same place together. Walked to school together, caught the bus to school. If I didn't have bus fare, he'd walk to school with me. If he didn't have bus fare, we'd walk together, it was major. And then when you talk about parents and stuff like that, man, I mean, I don't have any parents, any grandparents,
Wow.
none of, you know what I'm saying? All of that's gone. So, you like, it's like, wow. So, life can get heavy for
that's
many
crazy,
people.
Amar.
Right.
I was just thinking about that, Amar, about that yesterday too.
Ain't that a trip to just be
No
like, man,
parents,
no grandparents, no great grandparents, no
no
parents. It's
Yeah.
like, wow. Like they
Yeah,
are
I ain't had
all
a parents
gone,
this too.
And so if you let all that weigh on you, you start eating bad. You don't care about how you look. You don't work out. You don't do none of that kind of stuff. And man, the weight of life will take its toll on you. So no, you will start looking older. You know, so I got to catch myself, because I know if I let the weight of my wife get on me, I'm gonna start looking a little old around this piece. And so I gotta be careful, because sometimes, man, she be throwing jabs and uppercuts, and I'm trying to rope a dope like Ali. I'm trying to rope a dope, but sometimes it'd be like, man, sister, girl, can you?
Hey, Amar, you waved when you should have bobbed, huh?
Right. All of a sudden got caught with one and was like, oh, here we go. So, hey, bro.
That's funny, bro.
Huh?
I said, that's funny, bro.
Hey, yeah, man. So no, man, and like you said, man, it you gotta, but then I gotta be the one to set the course up in our marriage at times too, because I have to be the one to apologize, even when or make things right, even when I wasn't even in the wrong. And you have to do that in order to get your peace, to have peace around your house, to have peace in your spirit, to And don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm joking on all that. I'm serious on one point, but I'm joking on the other side because she's not all bad or all that. Uh, but those are the stresses that people have to deal with, and it's all about how you navigate those waters in order to have peace in your being, in your spirit,
Right,
that
right.
allows you to move every day, to not have the stress on you so much that you feel like drinking, that you feel like smoking, that you feel like doing stuff, eating yourself to oblivion, where you eating donuts every day, you eating burgers. Listen, man, you cannot get up in the morning, go get you coffee, go get you a couple of donuts, then you working throughout the day, you go to Burger King, and they shouldn't even call it Burger King no more, because they got commercials now talking about they fired the king. They ought to call it Burger World. Burger World. So
I don't why they fired the king. Whatever to the
man, they
king.
fired the king. You can't be called Burger King if you didn't fire the king. So I was laughing about that last night. But anyway, you get up in the morning, you eating donuts, or you eating a bunch of bacon and all that kind of stuff like that. And then for lunch, you going to Burger King, McDonald's, all that kind of stuff like that. Then you snacking on potato chips and soda and Red Bulls throughout the day. Then you eat a whole bunch of mess at night, pork chops and mashed potatoes and all that kind of stuff like that. And then you do it again the next day. And then you do it again the next day. Then you do it again the next day. It's Thursday. You do it again, and the next day is Friday. And we ain't talking about what you're going to eat and barbecue on Saturday and Sunday. And guess what? And guess what?
Hey, Mark.
You ain't worked out. You ain't worked out none of those days. You ain't worked out none of those days. And then guess
Hey,
what? You start to
hey,
cycle
Mark.
again Monday again. So now you just putting
Hey,
on
Mark.
extra
Hold on.
weight,
You going
extra
off?
weight.
Hey, Mark. Hold on. Hey, Mark.
Hey
Slow
man,
down.
Hey,
Boy, calm
y'all
down.
have been they done pissed
hey,
him off, huh, Anthony?
hey,
Anthony.
No, but hey,
let me
Mark.
tell you what I
But
do.
no, but
Let me tell you what I do, and while I'm in the car. So I I get to a pickup. Before I get out the van, I do 25 push-ups in the back of the van. Then when I get to my so I pick up at the pickup, I do that. And then once I pick it up and drop it off, when I drop it off at the customer's house or the business or whatever, before I leave, I drop down and do another 25, 30, 40 push-ups in the back of the van. Then I take off and go to my next pickup location to drop off. When I get there, do that. Then I hit my push-ups again. Bam, 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 bam. Hey, man.
Hey, man. Hey, the people who
no,
ain't
but
taking
no, but
care
I
of
was gonna say is
themselves, they
no.
pissing him
What I was
off,
gonna
huh?
say is too. Yeah, I know. But what I was gonna say too, though, is a lot of these individuals that Amar was talking about that do this excess eating,
Uh-huh.
or just being just not good stewards over their health, and then they go get a disability plaque to park in front so they can walk less to the store.
Right.
Make that make sense?
Right.
Hey, bro, I got a
Right.
problem.
Right. Hey, man, some people are comfortable being uncomfortable.
Right, right. And you
Because
making
it's
a lot of sense,
because it's
bro.
comfortable. Because it's
I,
comfortable being uncomfortable.
Be-
I,
because it's comfortable being uncomfortable. Absolutely.
I have to do a service next week, and it's unfortunate the young man was in his 40s, and they're charging the family extra because of his weight to do a cremation. And now they're charging you extra money if you're overweight. Not only are you paying for the casket, for an extra big casket, you're paying extra money for being overweight to be cremated. So they figured out a way to charge you more money if you die for being overweight. So that means even in death, you're gonna pay for being overweight. So Sometimes I watch my 600 pounds and I look at these people and like, come on, bro. At some point, and then the people who are their caretakers, they eat all this food. They go to McDonald's and order everything. No, don't give them nothing. They can't move. Let them fast.
Right,
They ain't
right.
gonna
They
die.
can't. Right. No, they not. They matter of fact, anybody that doggone big, they got enough for their body to do what it needs to do. Only thing they need to do is just start drinking
Water.
some raw juices and eating some fruit and stuff. Because as far as your weight and your health is concerned, and when you're working out, 90% of it is your diet.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's your habits, your eating habits.
Yeah.
Even after I lost weight, I see other people who was started off with me, and I'm like, you don't realize that your habits is the reason you're the size you that size. Just go a couple days without food. Well, I can't fast. Well, while you sleeping, you're fasting. Once you put something in your mouth, you break the fast. That's when the fast is broken, when you put something in your mouth. So drink you some water and let that water fill you up, and then wait like Anthony. Anthony said he wait till like 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock to eat something. But if you're just killing yourself one spoonful at a time, come on, you got to learn how to be a good steward over that body. Because think about that little frame that's under that body. That is crazy, bro. One time I was looking at X-ray, that little frame trying to support all of that weight. That's totally impossible. That's impossible. So you need to walk 5-10 miles a day. You need to start, even if you can't, just walk to the corner. Just walk around the block. Eventually get to the point where you just walking. I know my sister told me she lost over 100 pounds. Her and her friends walked 10 miles a day. 10 miles. And 5 miles up, 5 miles back. And now she's healthier. She's slim. She got her health. She got her strength all in order. But you got to make a decision, bro. And you got to quit eating. And the caretakers got to quit giving you all that food you're asking for. I seen one guy. I seen one guy. He go to McDonald's and ordered a whole side of McDonald's. One whole side. Come on, bro. Or he drink 2 gallons of milk. He eat 2 loaves of bread. And this is for breakfast. Bro, if you don't go somewhere and sit down and quit playing and get your life together, and I'll be watching that little doctor, he be so mad at them people because he like, you need to lose 100 pounds in so many days. They can't do it. Then he had to put him in the hospital. And now they're on a liquid diet, and then they lose the 100 pounds. As soon as he let them go home, excuse me, they right back doing right back doing the same thing. You got to change your mind. Something wrong with your thinking. Your thinking is stinking. So I don't know, bro. I'm just putting out there, hey, if you're struggling, you need help, go get some help. It's help out there, bro. It's help out there, bro. People can help you. In any situation you're dealing with, you can get some help. And if you can't stop eating, get some help. I got help. I got a nutritionist. I got a therapist. Your medical insurance should have it. You know, your medical insurance should have it. But yeah, nutritionist, a therapist, a doctor, all that. Because I refuse to be obese again. Under no circumstance in this life. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I'm gonna take, my health is my wealth. I want to take care of my health. And to all the sisters and brothers at church, listen, quit eating all that fried food. Quit as soon as church over. They downstairs in the kitchen at the church, frying chicken. Got all that heavy food. And then y'all gonna come back to the late service. Y'all got fried chicken, mac, cheese, yams, string beans. You got what you call them cakes? I forgot what you call them cakes, but you making 7-Up pound cakes. Pound. Think about that. You're making pound cakes. Guess what pound cakes do? Gain pounds.
Put on pounds, huh? Hey man, I ain't mad at no 7-Up pound cake though. I really ain't mad at it.
It's called a pound cake for a reason, Amar.
I know.
Yeah. And what they say at church, they be so sweet. Give me a couple more pieces of that pound cake. No, you don't need them one. Listen, bro, one night I went to Axe, bro, and I love Axe. And after it was over, Pastor Bob was like, come in the back. I went in the back, and they had fried chicken. I think it was pork chops, ham, turkey, mac and cheese, string beans. String beans is cool. Yam, some other stuff, and then a little thing of salad. And I was like, they were like, you want this? And I was like, no, this, no. I'll take some string beans and I'll take some salad. What's wrong with you? I want to live. It's 10 p.m. You don't want no pound cake? Definitely don't want no pound cake. Not at 10 o'clock at night. I'm sorry. And I'm not saying I'm better than anybody else. I'm saying I learned that you got to make better decisions in life. And some stuff ain't worth dying for. That's all I'm saying. Excuse me. It's just some stuff, you know, you gotta become a good steward over what you're doing with your life. And that's why I appreciate the fact, you know, Amar 59, Donald out there running with them kids, Anthony out there working 7 days a week. Listen, they're exercising. You have to take care of your health. Your health is your wealth. And quit listening to those practitioners who's telling you to take this medicine, that medicine. I remember at one point I had high blood pressure medicine, which I never took. I had diabetes medicine. I had all kind of medicine. And I decided I wasn't taking that medicine. I'm going to start taking care of myself. I went to the doctor. They're like, I don't know what you've been doing, but your blood pressure then came down and your diabetes it came down, all this stuff that came down. Yeah, you better stay on that medicine. I said, I don't even take that medicine. What? Oh, you need to start taking that medicine again. I said, lady, quit playing with me. You are just you hustling me. You selling drugs, bro. Because the first thing you asked me when I came in here, what was the name of my pharmacy? And you knew by the end of the day, you was going to write me a prescription. And you ain't going to write me a prescription because my health is my wealth. And I'm going to get out here and walk. I ain't going to eat. I'm going to drink plenty of water. I'm not doing anything that's going to take me out. And what is not going to take me out is a spoon. That's what not. One spoonful at a time. I'm not dying from eating. That's what I know. You're supposed to eat to live, not live to eat. And Elijah Muhammad, and regardless whatever you believe about people, but he has wrote a book, Eat to Live. And you need to read that book. You know, you can Google Eat to Live. You know, what for my body type and my blood type, what type of food should I be eating so that I can be healthy? And that's I'm A positive blood. So I make sure I eat according to my blood type. You know, this is my weight, 168, used to be 283. This is the type of food I should be eating for this weight, this type. Do I eat some junk every now and then? Some fries. Yep, I'll eat some fries. You know, but I'm only eating a little bag of fries. So yeah, we all ain't no need to try to live this excellent, strict diet, but at least do it in moderation where you can be healthy and let your health be your wealth. And so that's why I'm excited, y'all. Tomorrow morning when I wake up, when I come on live, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Summer. And who else on there? Troy Walker, user 5069, whatever number. But my health is now my wealth. So tomorrow, when I wake up, I will be 65 years old, bro. And I'm enjoying being 65, bro.
And what a blessing, and what a blessing, and what a blessing.
Yes, sir. I mean, it's just crazy, bro. Look at us. You and your U59, Donald and Anthony, and they're young, and y'all just moving around like everything is great. I know people who can't even move around like y'all moving around, and they're younger than you.
Right, right.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna put my camera on real quick. Y'all pay attention. Look,
What's that? We can't see it.
I got it on my knee right now. It's the ice.
You need an ice pack on your knee. The age is catching up with you.
No. I what happened? Sometimes when you hop out of this van too many times, when you hop out and I hop out on the same leg, and I'm trying to alternate it right now, trying to hop out on my left leg instead of my right leg. I messed around. I was parked on sort of like a hill, and I didn't realize the drop was further than what it was, and it caught me off guard.
So now you got to be careful how you get out the van.
Exactly.
So that's another part that people need to understand. You got to get out the van a certain way. You got to carry your stuff.
Because it sits higher. Mine sits high.
Yours, you said yours is what?
Mine's is a little high. It's it's not like an SUV height. It's higher than that.
Oh, okay. So you just got to be careful how you get out the van.
Yeah, it just takes sometimes when you moving and grooving and you just don't pay attention, and man, that the ground clearance was further than what I thought it was. My knee kind of buckled.
Yeah, man. So again, you got to take care of your health, bro. That's another
right.
Part, taking care of your health. And then y'all carrying all that stuff, bro. That's some heavy weights.
Man, sometimes stuff be way too heavy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What y'all lifting about? Almost 1,000 pounds a day?
Oh, at least more.
At least, but I mean, not
the solar panels.
But not all at once. Yeah, them solar panels. Oh my gosh. Woo.
Yeah, I had 27 of them jokers yesterday, and they're 50 pounds a piece.
You move 50 pounds by yourself?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. You know what? But I make a workout of it. I put my shoulders into it, and I do a little, and I hold it there for a couple seconds each one, and I just make a workout of it.
Absolutely.
Hey, bro, you got that kind of power that when you slap somebody, you definitely gonna slap something out of them.
Right. You know what? When I used to work for.
I got a hand grip in my car too. I got a hand grip too when I'm driving. I squeeze that hand grip. It's like it's for your hand and it's for your forearms too. You feel it in your forearms.
I need to get one of those. I need to get a couple of them. But you know what though?
I do when I'm driving.
When I used to work for Alhambra Water, man, I was in great shape. Great shape, because I would if I had like one bottle to carry and I had to go up to an office, I would never take the elevator. I'd take that one bottle, put it on my shoulder, bow, and I'd go to the stairwell and I'd go up 6-7 flights of stairs or 3 or 4, whatever it was, go that wop, carry it up there, and then take it in. And then when I leave, I go back to the stairs, run down the stairs. And then they had these little handles that you can put on the top of the 5-gallon jugs, pop, so you can carry them on, side by side. And I used to, I would do that too. I go to the stairwell and walk up the stairwell with 2 of them in my hand with them handles. And that's how I did, man. So when I was working for them, man, I was fit, bro. I was fit, and I would use it as a workout tool. And because when you got those handles on those 5-gallon jugs, now you could do shoulder shrugs. You could do shoulder shrugs, as you walking.
That's kind of creative though. Everybody ain't thinking like you thinking though. That's pretty creative though. To get your health
Bro.
insurance.
You work out. I was in a bad accident. You remember that when I was in a bad accident when I was working for DHL?
Right.
So when the paramedics came, they were tripping that my blood pressure and heart rate was super low. And because it was a tragic accident, they called the advice nurse saying, hey, his blood pressure and his heart rate is here. Should we shoot him? Should inject me with the I forgot what it's called, but it would spike my heart rate and my blood pressure and everything. So they called in before they administered it. They called into the emergency advice nurse and they said his heart rate, his blood pressure, this, and that. Should we go ahead and administer? Good thing the nurse was thinking on her P's and Q's.
Okay.
And she said, ask him, is he a runner? And I shook my head, and the paramedic said, yeah, he says he's a runner. She said, don't do it. You'll send him into cardiac arrest because your heart rate when you work out a lot and you run a lot and all that kind of stuff, if your body goes into some type of trauma, it adjusts your heart rate. See, God is amazing. God is absolutely amazing. He made it so your own body, if it goes through some type of trauma accident where your heart rate settles, it does what it needs to do to stabilize it, and does whatever it needs to do. So that's why when people do have heart attacks, the doctor says, I need you to start running, working out. I need you because what people fail to realize is that their heart is a muscle. Your heart is a muscle.
Right.
And your heart has to be strong enough to pump the blood through your arteries. That's why a lot of people have clogged arteries because they never build their muscle up. It's just like if you see somebody who don't never work out, their arms look all flabby and they just look small. But once they start training and working out, all of a sudden they got guns. They like people like, whoa, boy, you've been working out. You've been hitting the gym. Well, now you didn't build your bicep muscle up in your arms and your triceps and everything, and now it's looking like it's supposed to look. That's what your heart is. Your heart is barely pumping, but when you run a lot and you work out a lot, or you do something that's going to increase your heart rate on a regular basis, then your heart gets stronger. Now it's just pumping like it's supposed to. So now when something happens to you, even a trauma, your heart will still keep it going. And that's why doctors tell most people who survive a heart attack, I need you to start doing cardio.
Right. Yeah, you're right, because that's what they told me. I had to do more cardio. So that's why I started walking a lot. And I enjoy walking.
Yeah. But that's what I'm telling you, Peach. Heck, if you get you a nice bike to cycle, you'd be surprised how far you can run because it's low impact on your legs, it's low impact on your back, your body.
Oh no, I got a bike. I ride it every now and then. I need to ride it more.
It's better than walking.
I know. I need to pick up. Yeah. I do need to pick up ride my bike more because I've been kind of chilling on my bike, but I do need to ride it more. And I'm gonna start doing that. And now it's warm, so I can ride it more. I just didn't like riding it while it was cold. What's up, boy?
Right. No, it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, man, 65 tomorrow, man. You looking good. You're feeling great.
Nah, give me here. Yeah, man.
God is blessing you.
Got my youngest grandbaby, finna hang out with him. You can hand him to me. Now I'm here. What are you doing down there? Come on. So I'm finna get on here, show you I'm a young prince. Tell everybody, hey. Say, hey. Say, my name's Namir.
Dude.
You stink. You
Like
stink.
passing back. Look, passing back.
I gotta give you back, bro. Take a little stink back. He was cool. He was cool when he wasn't stinking, but now he little stink.
Now I'm gonna need y'all to go change him up, and then bring him back.
Yeah, bring little stink back, bro. But yeah, man, I mean, I get it. And we should take advice from people who have already experienced the stuff that we're trying to experience. So yeah, that's good advice that now I should start riding the bike more. Because it's easy for us to just sit in cars all day, get out of an air conditioner car, walk into an air conditioner house, sit down in an air conditioner house, wait till it's time to go to bed after we ate. That's simple.
Right. I don't really like my house to be like major, like I could do a fan where you're getting a little breeze, even if it's a warm breeze, the fan feel better. I don't really like to have the air conditioner on and I feel cold. I feel like chilly. Even when I'm in the car, I might have the air conditioner on, but I got it on low fan where it ain't really blowing. And it's just enough to keep me feeling, where I'm not all super sweating and stuff like that. When I'm in a car with Mickey, when I'm in a car with her, she'll have her temperature setting on like below 61, so it says low, and
Okay.
she got the fan all the way up. I be like, dude, why you got it so cold in your car? So I'll turn my side up to like 70. She's like, why you putting it on 70? I said, because it's still cool at
Right.
70. It's still cool. You ain't gotta be in the Arctic. She's trying to be in the Arctic, bro. Everybody trying to be in Antarctica. Come on, man.
Hey, bro, I love cold. So, yeah.
No, I'm good. I'm good on cold. I wear even in the summer, bro. I wear like Costco sell these. They're not the thermal material, but they're the thermal shirts and long johns that you can wear underneath your clothes, and they good for like the thermal sweat and all that kind of stuff like that.
Right.
I wear that to bed every night.
Yeah.
I bought so many of them. I wear it to bed at night. She'd be like, "Why? It's super hot. Why do you have on that?" I just like to have some stuff on. Now I got the fan over the bed going. Now I put the fan on so I can feel the light breeze, and it ain't, I just feel the coolness of it, but it's not cold.
Right. And I get that. And that's me. I wear thermals all day, every day. I got all kind of thermals. So every day I'm putting on thermals under my clothes, and that even though I like the fan, but I'm still putting on thermals and stuff.
Right. And so those shirts you can just wear with like jeans or whatever, the ones from Costco. And people are like, "Aren't you hot in that?" I'm like, "No, I'm good.
No, I'm good.
I'm actually good."
You see everybody? Say what's up. Say what's up.
Amar, when you get started on your new album, man, let me know. I got a good intro. For you, man, and I got a good vocalist for you. We can start the intro. Another day's journey. And
I'm still here.
And I'm still here. Hey, do you hear how he try to roll his tongue? And I'm still here. I'd be like, boy, if you don't stop it, bro.
That's speaking in tongues, bro. That's the speaking in tongues part.
Hey, man, I have to pray. I have to really pray about my spirit being vexed by that. And I have to really pray that I don't feel the way I feel when I'm hearing them do that on the prayer call, because it's annoying, and you can't sing, but because you're on the prayer call, you feel like you can just do that,
but
and it's okay.
I think everybody tries to sing because you can sing. And there goes Donald. Donald came back on that one. Donald been on
Well,
there.
man, I think though that's just his way of being happy, man. I mean, it don't bother me if nobody can't sing when they're doing it for the Lord. I mean, so actually,
Yeah,
you know, what I mean, he's
yeah.
doing it. He's doing it. And so, man, it don't bother me. That's
Dude, you can't just be eating breakfast, bro, and we ain't ate, bro. What are you doing?
hey,
Well, I heard him frying the bacon when we was talking.
hey.
I was like, somebody frying bacon or washing dishes. Somebody frying bacon or washing dishes.
Yeah, I learned how to cook and clean at the same time because I get tired of hearing my wife's mouth. But yeah, he just, man. I ain't cooked no bacon though. But I do have steak and egg though.
Oh,
But
that was a steak.
and some fruit. But I fast yesterday. I'm doing a 1 day I eat, 1 day I fast all day. I mean 24 hours in eat. So just trying to change my lifestyle a little bit and as I'm fasting praying about stuff. But
But you 6 what though? You 6 what?
6'5.5".
Oh yeah, you can go on and eat that. That ain't gonna hurt you.
Yeah, no. But so I did that 10-day fast, Shaq. I felt so good doing it. And so before my basketball season started, I think in August, right at the beginning of August, I'm gonna probably do a 21-day fast before the season. Just get my mind right.
You know, after 10 days, you get brand new blood in your body.
Right.
So you have fresh, brand new blood. Like ain't nothing in your bloodstream is messed up no more.
Yeah. So come August 1st, I'm gonna go ahead and do a 21-day fast. I think God has showed me that I can do it. So I probably would have did 4 more days and did 14, but my anniversary is that Sunday. So I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that to my wife, but it was a blessing just to. I think God showed me that I have another different type of discipline.
Yeah, and that destroys generational curses.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
now you got brand new blood in your body, and anything that was in that old blood is gone. Because you just allowed God's spirit to move in that. And even if you just look at these fasts they be putting on the internet, they'll tell you after 3 days, after 5 days, after 7 days, after 10 days, man, and then you go 21 days, bro. Your spirit in your blood is great.
yeah. I'm going 21 days in August to prepare for this.
I might have to join you, bro.
Prepare for this great season we about to have this year. So
that's what I'm talking about. Speak that thing into existence. Namir, what are you doing, bro?
yeah, but don't be crushing his dreams on our prayer line, man. Let that boy sing, man.
You can speak in tongues on you. You're a raka. Hey, Marfone, him and Anthony driving the craziest places. Anthony, where you at today, Ant?
Man, by the grace of God, man, with the wisdom and the knowledge he provides for me, man, I just made the choice today to take local routes, and I took my first route didn't start till 6 o'clock. So I'm just getting out, really. I didn't even, I slept in a little bit. I just heard the Lord say, man, why else did I bless you with this? You're able to control your own time when you want to work, and so I took advantage of it today, man. I'm chilling.
Cool. That's good. Namir, did you say what's up to Ant and Donald?
On the Roseville, and I'm gonna go home
and enjoy life.
I'm just staying.
What's up, man? What's up? He said, man, I'm trying to be busy, man.
He's trying to find something to do. Say, what's up, man?
What's up?
Look, he trying to figure out who talking.
What's up, man? What's up? Hey, I'll see you in July, brother. I'll be down that way in July.
So let me see. He's 9 months, 10. He'll be 11 months. You should be walking by then, huh?
I'll be down that way July 15th.
Okay. You should be walking. What? This little dude is something else, bro. This is the last of the Mohegans, I think.
Yeah. I got to try to catch Pastor Isaac. We always miss each other when I go to Arizona. I'll be in Arizona next week.
Oh yeah, you definitely should hook up with him. It's Isaac, Pastor Reed. Who else down there? A couple. It's about 5 or 6 people down there that's on the prayer call.
Okay.
Yeah, so you get a chance. Isaac will hook you up with the majority of the people. But yeah, man, I just wanted to come today just to talk to people about this age gap. You know what I'm saying? That God has blessed us, and you definitely a blessing. It's 54 years, and your mom is still here. That is definitely a blessing. So I know we got like 7 more minutes. If y'all want to do have some final say so about it, y'all can tell us your final say so. We got about 7 more minutes. Anthony or Donald, if y'all got something to say, and then
Yeah,
prayer us out.
man. Just a blessing, bro. Like you said, you know, I remember Tupac's song said, and I don't know how old he was when he died. I know he said he didn't even expect to see 21. I guess the lifestyle or whatever, but a mindset like that, you know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm such a blessed man. Me too. I mean, I didn't expect to die, but I was in situations where that was a possibility, um, where when you dibbling and dabbling in ill-gotten gains, and when you're from you know uh, a Crip neighborhood, and you're known in the town from being from that neighborhood just because you live out there. But there was all my boys, and I like I said, I lived in that era right when it was starting in Northern California, right at the beginning of it, man. It was going on in LA, we know that. But when it hit Northern California and it hit Stockton hard, I was right there. And to come out of it, unscathed and not locked up or nothing like that, I got all my working limbs. That ain't nothing but the grace of God. So I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful that in their life, not just calling, but always been there, seeing them grow and seeing them, like you said, graduate from college and high school and promoting from 8th grade and all that stuff, man, is a blessing, man. So I'm grateful. I embrace it. And a lot of I just joke around a lot, but man, I'm so grateful, man, that for the ears to hear, like you say, and the eyes to see. When your eyes get open, giving God the thanks and the glory, because God, Lord, our Lord Yeshua is great and mighty all the time. And laughter is medicine. So anytime we can laugh, man, we can have a not an account on anybody, but just on about us. So man,
Right.
I'm so grateful, man. Love y'all, man. I gotta
Hey,
go pick this order up.
hey, appreciate you. Donald, you got final words, bro?
Well, happy birthday to you. I know I'll see you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. But man, just blessed. Just it's a blessing to be 55. I mean, it's a blessing for you to be able to see 65.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
my wife is coming up with her birthday. She gonna be 50 on the 15th of this month. And so it's just a blessing, just not even just for yourself, but just the people that you love that's still around, man. And like everybody say, man, keep working out and fasting and allowing God to do what He wants to do in your life. And man, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Um, I mean, my cousin's going to bury his mom today. But like I told him, we were talking, and he was kind of feeling down. I was like, man, your mom was 90 years old,
Jesus.
and I was like, she was playing bingo at 89, so she lived a great life, And I know I get it, it's your mom, and his dad died when he was very young, but and she wanted to be cremated, of course. So, but 90 years old, man. I hope I can live to 90 and still be able to take some Viagra or something. But
Viagra might kill you, but you can take it.
he ain't gonna kill me as long as you keep working out. You good, sure. But but man, it's just a blessing, man, and just a blessing. Um, like I said, my mom is around, and so man, I appreciate you guys, man. Love you guys, and y'all have a blessed day, and see you guys in the morning.
All right, man. Hey, Mari, your final remarks, bro. We got about 3 minutes, bro. Your final remarks.
Yeah. I don't know if Don is still on. He got off my phone. I was in a bad area, but hey, man.
I'm still here. I'm still here.
Yeah, man. I know that's part of his get down. You know, it's just hard to. It's just hard to muster. Um, some people should just sing in the shower. Or sing in the car. you
I
know.
think in the car. I
Hey,
think in the
hey,
car.
you just got to put your phone on mute, man. Just put your phone on mute when you start.
And no, it don't. It don't. It just. It don't. It don't stop it from me hearing it. It's just. You just can't hear me. you know. But yeah, man. I just gotta pray and do better about that. So yeah, it is what it is. Closing remarks, man. Closing remarks. Oh man. I just pray. First and foremost, let me wish you an early happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
Man, happy B-Day. May you have a blessed and wonderful one, man. May God continue to increase your days upon this earth, man. May your days upon this earth be lengthened. And may you continue to strive and be in health and be well and your family be well and all of that. And so, man, happy B-Day.
Thank you.
In order for us, most welcome, in order for us to possibly do all that we can to help our days are never, don't nobody know the day, time, or the hour, or the place in which they'll depart from here, but we can do things to help ourselves to live a little bit longer where we're not sickly. At least if I gotta spend, if I'm given 5 more years, or if I'm given 25 more years, I want to live those days feeling well and feeling good.
Right.
So let's do all that we can to live better, eat better, be better, and do it better. As that old saying goes, if you knew better, you do better. Well, I'm
That's
telling you now, so you can't say that you didn't know. Start eating better. Start drinking and juicing and working out and doing the things that's going to help you feel better on a day-to-day basis. And so with that, man, live long, live strong, be well. And I just thank God for each and every day that he's blessed me with. And I pray that I can continue to do better as well, because I don't always eat super healthy all the time. I like a
Right.
donut every now and then, for
Yes,
sure.
sir.
So,
Yeah. Donut and some fries every now and then, but no.
Oh yeah, you gotta have some. You gotta have some Five Guys French fries every now and then.
The $15 fries. Oh,
$15 fries. But if you got upside, they'll give you $10 back on them $15 fries that you just ate.
That's right. So, man, I appreciate all y'all for being on today. Thank y'all for celebrating my 65th birthday. And I just pray that God continue to bless each and every last one of you guys, that you keep increasing in your health, realizing that your health is your wealth. Drink plenty of water, walk, ride your bike, exercise, take care, be a good steward over this body that God has given you. Forgive yourself, apologize to yourself, appreciate, love, respect, be kind, and value yourself. Because the Bible says, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him shall have everlasting life and shall not perish. So I just thank God for you, mighty men of God. Thank y'all for celebrating with me today. And we want to continue to pray for Minister Glenn. He had a homegoing service to go to today. So we want to continue to lift him up, him and his family, in Jesus' name. So y'all, hey, I love y'all big. Happy 65th. We'll talk tomorrow. Y'all take care.
All right, now.
Sure.
Peace.
All right, y'all.
All
Be
right,
blessed.
Okay, one.
Peace.
Cut off. Man. Bam, bam, hold on, bam.